Hey guys, it's that time of year again. We're doing our 9-year anniversary party. So we got the taco truck out here, got some people chilling out here. Got a bunch of people inside. I'm going to take a few minutes and walk you through the whole space, show you some of the member projects and just some of the cool stuff going on today. So hope you enjoyed the new tour. It's been a while since we did one. It was, I think it was our 3-year anniversary party that we did the last one. So a little bit's changed. If you've seen that one, you'll still want to check this one out. We've got some cool stuff to see inside. All right, guys, we're going to start the tour now. We're out in the front, and we are going to walk in. We got the 9-year anniversary open house going today. So we got a little check-in desk. We got a raffle. One of our old instructors with his new baby. Congratulations there. See you guys. And hey, some of the staff. So doing the raffle here. We've got some gifts that we're going to be giving away, cutting boards and different things. Water bottles. There you go. A month of membership. So cool. All right, move inside. So in the lobby here, we got a few projects. Some of the stuff on the left's more on the adult projects. So the Shield was a guy from Blizzard Entertainment. Crypto rig up there on the top. Some cosplay stuff. And on the other side, we got some of the projects from the youth program. Just a variety of stuff, some laser stuff, wood stuff. Of course, the Irby, one of the projects that came out of here and did really, really well. So we'll head inside now. Hey guys.
Hey, Steve.
So this is Dave, the GM. If you come in, you'll see him. Classes on the wall here. So these are all offered, gosh, about 100, 120 classes a month. And for the adults, most of the classes are 3 hours. So sign-off classes, skills classes, all that. With our space being 28,000 square feet and having as much as we do, most people don't know how to use it all. So that's what's driving the classes. So reception area here. Hey, Renee. Hi there. All right, we're going to go into the event room here, check out some of the member projects. We got a few things on display today for the open house, so we'll just turn to the right. So we got some members here that are doing some kind of old school vintage repair stuff, restoration type work. So I'm going to try and zoom in on their cards and stuff so you can see who they are. Okay. And another one here is doing kind of cool surf chairs. So Adirondack Surf Chairs is his company. These things look great, made out of surfboards and everything, really cool. One of our staff team that makes these on the side, a bunch of different jewelry and things. So looks like she's got an online store or something maybe. Okay. And some of our other member projects. He does a lot of woodworking. So this gentleman here doesn't actually sell any of this stuff. He just loves woodworking, and these are some of his cool projects. So coming over here, we have some more stuff. Okay, so they deal with some specialty woods, things like that. Another member here, he actually does some pretty nice little gifts. Let's take a look at the card. So Mayank does a bunch of different projects. He does the small stuff here, but he also does a ton of like river tables and bigger things like that. So some of the furniture he has here. You see how cool these are. They're really nice. Now this one here's a fun one. Alfredo has been one of our members from, wow, the really early days now. He's also one of our instructors. He teaches the surfboard class, so that's why the surfboards are over there. But he made this Moana sailboat for, I think it was his niece or something, when she was like 1 year old. And now she's 4 or 5, and he's actually going to retrofit it now and put pontoons under the deck so they can actually take it out into the bay and paddle around on it. So can't wait to see that little conversion. So now we got a display here for our youth program. Jason, our new education manager there, and then and James behind him. So summer camp's been going great this year, so that's been really fun. And we'll cruise over here. So James, the same guy here in the red shirt, him and his dad also made this humongous cosplay suit that he won second overall at BlizzCon a few years back. So some more creative stuff here. Let's see if we can figure out who this one is. There we go. So it looks like she makes a lot of jewelry, different costumes, things like that. Looks great. Mike Katowski is one of our CNC router instructors. This guy's brilliant with the CNC router stuff. So you can see some of his cool creations. I'm gonna just go slow over here because some of it's pretty unique and geometrical. So I'm like, thanks. All right, some more cool woodworking projects here. And this guy here has actually been getting crazy on the wood lathe lately. He's making all kinds of cool stuff. So you can see that's his card there. And if you're looking for custom wood stuff, lathe work, there you go. Just kind of look it over. Very nice, thanks. And then Jerry over here. So Jerry's a retired fireman. He loves to come here and make all kinds of cool stuff. Does a lot of experimentation with epoxies and resins, so you can see some of that on the table. And he's an avid wood turner as well. He had a kick for a little while doing Harry Potter wands, so we'll take a closer look at that. So some of the wands.
These are beautiful. They're so beautiful. Do you teach it?
All right. And then just for today, for the event, we got the gelato guy here. And now we're going to head back in. What's up, Scott? We're going to head back into the shop. And we'll start the tour now into the computer lab. All right, so the computer room here. We got a bunch of PCs people can jump on. We have relationships with SolidWorks, Autodesk, and we have different software from, we have like Adobe Cloud, Creative Cloud, Corel Draw, programming software for the Haas CNC, VCarve and Aspire for the CNC router. We have the Lincoln Torchmate software for our CNC plasma cutter. And of course, we've got two big 3D printers in the back, so our MakerBot Method X over there and our Dimension Elite. Both of them are FDM machines with ABS soluble support, so you can do all kinds of complex geometry. Full-size plotter in the back, roll feed, regular printer, and then our roll-in vinyl cutter for stickers, graphics, signage. We also teach people how to use the vinyl cutter to do very inexpensive silk screens. So if they want to do like a low volume run of t-shirts and things like that. All right, so that's the computer room. I should also mention that we've got about 8 laptops with all the same software installed on those that people can check out. So this room here is just sort of a co-working room, if you will. Members can come in here, hang out. A lot of times the members will have meetings with customers and vendors. They can use a conference room table for that. And then we have a couple of different workstations here. So the cool thing in this room is all the furniture, basically, well, minus the chairs, has all been made by the members. So for some of you folks that are maybe my age, you might recognize this table as a 45 record adapter. And the live edge table was made by one of our members. And then the two tops, those were all made by one of our youth instructors a couple years back, Matt. All right, so now let's head back into the shop. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting thing. We have a system of storage cubbies for the members. So basically, these are in addition to the memberships, but we have probably most of our members now are small businesses that operate completely out of here. Collectively, they do about $20 million a year in revenue out the back door. So to support that, they need to keep their tools and materials, things like that, and that's what the storage is about. So we won't go all the way down here, but you can see we have a lot of storage. And we'll come back up here. And then, okay, now we're getting into what we call our assembly area. So you see we got a whole bunch of work tables out here. People can come in, just grab a table, throw their stuff out. We designed and built our own tool walls on the CNC router. So we've got 3 of these tool walls throughout the building here. We find it much easier just to have this stuff up on display like this. And they've worked out really well. Toolboxes for the jewelry making stuff. And then we have 3 laser etchers by Epilogue. So let's see if this last one's running here. Nope, not running at the moment, so we'll skip that one. But anyway, so that's the assembly area. You can see access to more of the cubbies here. A view back into the shop. So now we're going to take a look at the fabrics area. So here we have 2 single needles, a walking foot, and then a serger. And then Israel is doing some heat press stuff. And then we have a 4-color silk screen behind him. Margie's doing a sewing class with a student here where they're making one of the handbags. So Margie's been with us for a couple of years. She's a great instructor, doing all kinds of crafty stuff, sewing, jewelry making. She's great with all that. So coming back here, we kind of opened this area up recently, made it a little more general purpose. But this is sort of our plastic side. So you can see we've got the vacuum former in the back. It has a 2-foot by 4-foot bed, an injection molding machine next to it. And then just to the left of that, we have a pressure pot and then a vacuum chamber to the right for doing silicone molding, things like that. Big layout tables to work. And then moving to the left here a little bit is our electronics area. So not really doing any board work with this. It's more intended for like wiring harnesses, electronic assembly, those sorts of things. Lately the adventure vans have been using it a lot because they build out, they got to run electrical, solar, battery backups. So they're building a lot of wiring harnesses, things like that. Actually, along those lines, I can show you one of those projects. So this is one of our customers here. They actually build growing lights. It's pretty interesting because they've hired a small team of employees and they actually come here, work on site. They just pay for the memberships and they come in, assemble all these products, and they basically just ship them out the back door. So that's kind of cool. So as we head to the back, you can see Vantopia on that van. They build a cool product. It's they sell kits to build out the interiors of Sprinter vans. And I stopped here to look at it because this is how they build their products. So they designed it and built it, and they cut everything out in the CNC router, and they basically sell everything as a flat pack. It comes on a pallet, you break it all out yourself and install it in your own van. So really cool. We'll take a look at that in just a second. On our right, we have our CNC plasma cutter. So we just got this about 6 months ago. It's been a great machine. It's been a great machine, and yeah, it's been fun. So it'll cut up to like 1.5 inch thick steel. And then behind it, one of our members, looks like he's prepping some stuff for it. Well, he's working on knives. So it looks like he cut out the blanks on the plasma cutter, and now he's beveling them on the sander over there. The sander is part of our blacksmithing gear. So the auto shop, we've got 5 lifts. One of our instructors here is just about to do a lift class with this lady here. And then we have waste oil, coolant collection, tons of automotive specific tools. We have a tool crib where you can check out a lot of stuff. We'll walk by that in a minute. We also have tire machine balancers, big industrial spring compressors on the other side of this van here. So let's take a look at the Vantopia kit. So I'm going to back up a little bit so you can get the whole view. But this thing's beautiful. You just buy it as a kit, just like this. They deliver it to you out of a crate, and you install it yourself. So you can see how nice this thing is. They did a great job of engineering this, and 99% of it is cut on the CNC router. Yeah, they've done a really nice job of this. So we'll walk by here. Okay, so now we're getting to the metal shop. So all the basics here. We have a couple of manual milling machines, machinist lathe, the toolboxes over here. Those have dedicated equipment for the mills and the lathe, so you check out the keys up front. That way we know the tooling's in good shape. One of our members, Dave, is actually doing, this is kind of a neat project. He has a customer that sand casted these transmission housings, and now he's doing the finished machining on them. So you see they're pretty cool. That's what they look like when they're done getting machined. And now he's got one set up on the mill here that we can take a look at. Looks like he's part way through this one. He's indicating it for another setup. That's pretty cool. So taking a look at the rest of the metal shop stuff, we have some remnant material, presses, sanders, drill presses, saws, all that good stuff. Another tool wall in here. And now we'll head back to the wood shop. Okay, so the wood shop. So we've got all the basics here. We have a great relationship with Laguna Tools. They supply the majority of our wood shop equipment. We actually recently just got set up as a dealer for them, so now members will be able to buy equipment through us. So all the basics, joiners, shapers, wood lathes, horizontal sanders, band saws, of course the CNC router. It's a Smart Shop 1, 4 foot by 8 foot bed with a vacuum table. Great machine, super to use. Our table saw here is a saw stop. That's a nice one. We actually just picked this up about 6 months ago. Then over here, getting towards the welding fabrication department, so we have some chop saws, some finish sanding. We have 3 MIG welders and 1 TIG welder. So surface plate for fixturing, another general table in the back. We supply the welding rod, the gases, all that stuff for the welders. For the TIG stuff, we have rod in front that people can get. Quick note that I'll just add, we have the AWS, American Welding Society, coming in to do a final inspection on the facility on August 2nd of this year. So we expect after that, we will be a fully certified AWS welding training and certification facility. So if you want to get your AWS welding cert, come on over, we can do that now. So that would be great. We already have a ton of people looking forward to that. So let's peek out back. We have a few more, the vans are really popular these days. So we got a few more of them getting built out. So we have, I'm going to move over here to the side so you can see what's going on. So we have a little rattle can paint booth in the back. That first shipping container is actually our composite shed. So we have everything in there for fiberglass, carbon fiber, so wet layouts, vacuum bagging, resin infusion, that sort of stuff. The second container in that work area in the middle is actually our blacksmithing. So we have a couple of the furnaces and stuff, dual burner furnaces and anvils and all the tools you need for that. And then finally, this last sort of a wood shop work area. We encourage people to do some of the dirty sanding, stuff like that outside to keep a little bit of the mess out of the shop. And then you can see just more projects out here behind the building. Some members can park some of their vehicle projects out here. Some more vans. You can see a tiny house on a trailer that was built here, and another van. And I need to get off the ramp because I'm about to get run over. All right, so coming back into the building, we're gonna walk past the auto shop again. I'll show you a couple other areas. Here's the metal shop again as we walk past it. All right, got my wife here with her parents, showing them around for the anniversary party. Hey guys, check out the van, looks great, doesn't it? Okay, so this area here is sort of our wood shop assembly area. So the wood shop you just saw a minute ago, people go in there, do all their cuts, things like that, and then they come over here to do their glue ups and assembly and all that. Works nice to separate the two. And then we have our sheet metal area. So we have sheet metal forming equipment, English wheels, shrinkers, stretchers, shears, brakes, all that. You can see a project on the front here. There's a nose cone from an old race car. The sandblasters and stuff are in the back. And then walking back here, we have one more area for our classes in the back. So we'll do some of our adult project classes back here, as well as our upper levels for the kids program. We want them to be back more in the shop environment, have access to the big tools back here. And then we'll walk back up this way. Some more member storage. So I'll kind of keep a view on the member storage. I know it's kind of messy, but if you look in there, you can actually see some really cool projects. Like this big iron worker type thing. The member made that here. It's pretty impressive. Whole bunch of wood projects. This gentleman here does furniture. Actually, you saw some of his stuff in the event room. But you can see how much live edge table stuff he has set up here. So a bunch of stuff on the CNC router. This one here also does some stuff on the CNC plasma cutter too. Coming up on our tool crib. So this is where we keep all of our tools and equipment to keep the place running. So most of the stuff on the right here is spares. And then all that stuff on the left is basically additional tools and stuff that members can check out. It's all the stuff that gets lost, sockets, especially stuff like automotive test equipment, things like that. But so that's always handy for the members.
This is locked.
And finally, we're heading back to the front, so we're almost done here. Just kind of a neat little thing that we do. We have some Bitcoin mining rigs going in there. You can hear them going. We're doing about $30 a day in Bitcoin. That's how we're going to pay for our new building, with any luck. And we're going to come back in. Oh, you know what? We're going to go this way so I can show you the kitchen. So we have a lot of members who come here and work all day long, a lot of our small business customers. So we actually have a little kitchen here where they can come in and make lunches and dinners and things like that. That's been super useful for all these folks. And now we are back up in the lobby. And our little retail area, we kind of walked past this before, but basically it's meant to be stuff that members need in the pinch, so they don't have to leave and get it. So pretty useful. And well, that's about it. So that's a tour of the space. Hope you enjoyed it. If you ever want to come by for a tour, we do free tours anytime. So just drop in and one of our staff will be happy to show you around. So take care. Bye-bye.